If every now and again you look at the photo of your ex-lover, ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, and you get sentimental and you think about her, and if it was a situation where she left you, you can be assured that she is not thinking about you. With women, it's been proven that they are a lot more likely to completely move on and not even think about the men in their past, because as mentioned many times before, they're often in it for the situation and the conditions that the man provides much, much more than the man himself. They are much more likely to be spending time with other prospective men that they deem more appropriate, more able to take them where they want to go. They are much more apt to be spending time with their other miserable friends who are also lonely, and most likely lonely for life, because married women don't like to hang around single women, don't like to bring them to their home. Usually these single mothers or single women hang around other single women who are in similar situations, and because these girlfriends who are, I like to call miserable, because they are in a situation where they don't want to be, they're always striving to find that perfect man that does not exist. So when one of them has a good boyfriend, a good man, a good prospective, who knows, future husband, they do their level best to sabotage and destroy that relationship. They say, leave him alone, you know. Why hasn't he asked you to marry him? Why hasn't he asked you to move in? Why hasn't he moved in with you? You know, why is he doing that? Why is he not doing that? It's a case of a crab in the bucket. If you haven't heard of the crab in the bucket, this is an actual phenomenon that happens in nature. When you put a bunch of crabs that you caught from the sea in a bucket, and one of them tries to escape and really gets close to the rim of the bucket to escape, others will pull him down. This actually occurs. You can look it up. You can see videos on this. And it's the same with miserable, lonely, unhappy girlfriends of a woman that you're dating. They do not deep down inside want to see her, going around the world, traveling, being wined and dined, being taken out to go to dinner, with a nice dressed man and everything. They don't. They want to see her in their own circle, in their miserable situation, in the same situation as she is. So, and that's where, they'll focus their efforts to get her to be. You might have experienced it. If you haven't, you will. You will. So the point of this video, and there's always a point, is that the woman who left you, the woman who broke off the relationship, while you might be sentimental and, every now and again look at her photo and think where she is, whether she's thinking about you or how it would be if you were still together, they are not. They are not. Women move on very quickly because, again, as mentioned before, by the time a woman comes to you and says that she wants to break up or she wants to end the relationship, she's already been planning it well in advance. I've heard as far as, depending on the length of the relationship, as far as 2 years in advance, a year in advance. They've already on their own came to the conclusions and justifications, and they've already made up their mind. And by the time they tell you, the train has left the station. There's no point in you trying to, move them around or make them change their mind or anything like that. Don't ever try anything like that. So it is what it is. It is what it is. You best also move on, as difficult as it might be sometimes. I know it. I've been there myself. I'm not a piece of rock, and it's a futile effort and it's a wasted emotion and wasted heartache to try to think back and see how it would have been, because they've moved on. And again, as mentioned before in the other videos, in cases where they come back, it is not for you. It is 100% because of their own selfish reasons. They either haven't found anyone better and they would rather be with you, someone comfortable, a familiar place, than being lonely, and or other reasons, from 1 to 1,000. None of them having anything to do with you, and everything, all of them having everything to do with her and her own selfish reasons, her own benefit, and her own well-being, as much as she can help it, with total disregard for your feelings, your emotions. How does that make you feel? What hopes does that revive, in your heart and mind? They don't care. They don't care. It's a cruel world out there. It really is, when it comes to the field of romantic relationships. So keep that in mind the next time you see a photo of your ex-wife, ex-lover, ex-girlfriend, and wonder, if she is also sentimental as you are. They are not. They are not. That's not how it works. All the best.